daawadayaal ku soo dhawaada warbaahinta bulshada Somali Bridge. Maamulka Cuntada iyo Dawooyinka FDA-da ayaa dhowaan ansixisey isticmaalka booster shot cusub.
So the new booster was specifically targeted and modified from the existing one to be able to sort of attach and attack the virus of the Omicron variant. And every virus goes through some mutations over time. And the one way to think about it is to think about it like the flu virus. Every year, the flu virus changes a little bit, and the flu virus vaccine changes a little bit to target the specific ones. So this formulation is the same in every way in terms of how it's made and what ingredients are in the vial, with the addition of the targeted change to the protein for what's called the BA4 and the BA5 Omicron variant. So each virus has slightly different proteins on their surface, and that's what the vaccines recognize and teach your body's defense system to fight. So while it's almost identical to the other one, the difference is just in the way it recognizes those proteins.
Dr. Mark Beccaro waxa uu ka mid yahay bahda caafimaadka ee degmada King County, isagoo u qaabilsan dhanka istiraatiijiyadda tallaalka COVID-19. Waxaana sheegay in boosterka cusub si khaas ah loogu talagalay ka hortagga noocyada cusub ee Omicron sida B4 iyo B5. Doctorka ayaan weydiinay waa maxay sababta ay dadku u qaataan boosterka cusub xilligan.
And again, I would use the flu virus maybe as a good example. Unfortunately, because the viruses change a little bit, even though you may have received the prior COVID vaccines, your body isn't quite exactly geared to fight off the virus each time. It changes a little bit. And unfortunately, we still see that especially older individuals, which actually just means people older than 50, but the older you get, every sort of decade of you get older, the risk goes up of being hospitalized or unfortunately dying. And especially true if you have any underlying medical conditions. So the only way to protect yourself from being hospitalized or having serious illness is to get the booster.
Dr. Mark waxa uu sheegay in virusku markasta isbedbedelayo sida hargabka isku bedbedelo. Sidaa daraadeed waa muhiim in laga hortago khatarta COVID-19 siiba dadka waaweyn iyo dadka difaaca jirkooda hooseeyo. Haddaba sidee lagu heli karaa amaba yaa u qalma inuu helo boosterka cusub?
Everybody 12 and older who's at least 2 months out from their last either booster or from their primary series is able to get it. And we're also expecting probably sometime in middle or late October for the new booster to also be approved for children 5 to 11.
Waxaa heli kara qof kasta oo ka weyn 12 sano isla markaana horey u soo qaatay qaybihii hore ee tallaalka COVID-19. Sidoo kale waxaan rajaynaynaa in waqti dhow la ansixiyo kan carruurta da'dooda ka yar tahay 12 sano. Waa maxay khatarta ka iman karta boosterka cusub?
There's always the risk with any medication, whether it's a vaccine or other, to have more serious side effects like allergic reactions. But fortunately, we have not seen an increase in those with the new booster. So it seems to be very similar to the other COVID vaccines and similar to vaccines in general.
Wax farqi u dhaxeeya boosterka cusub iyo tallaaladii hore ma jiraan. waxyaabihii aan horey u arki jirnay sida qandho yar iyo madax xanuun taasina waa wax caadi ah balse maana arag wax ka baxsan intaas haddaba qofka u baahan xagee buu ka heli karaa.
So there is Vaccine Finder that the Washington State has out, and then our King County webpage also has ways to help people find it. In general, one of the biggest easiest ways to get it in the sense of where they are pharmacies. So almost all the major pharmacies are doing COVID boosters. You do have to get appointments at them. You can't just, walk up and get one. But all the major pharmacies are doing it. A lot of people's regular doctor or clinic are doing it. The community health clinics are all doing it.
waxaa jira siyaabo badan oo aad u heli kartid adigoo kaashanaya macluumaadka loogu talagalay inay kaa caawiyaan helidda goobaha tallaalka sida vaccine finder balse sida ugu wanaagsan waa farmashiyada haddaba haddaad ku nooshahay degmada King County waxaad ka heli kartaa Othello Station Pharmacy oo farmashi ay leeyihiin Somali ugu dambeyn Dr. Mark ayaa dadweynaha kula dardaarmay inay taxadar muujiyaan sidii ay u yareyn lahaayeen faafitaanka COVID maadaama la galayo xilliga dayrta ama fall seasonka taasoo u sahlaysa inuu virusku si fudud u faafo.
As people move indoors, maybe not as bad in the first month or so where it might still be warm, but one of the things you can do is, try to open your windows and create cross ventilation because it's really all about airflow and getting fresh air in to breathe. So, unfortunately, though, as the weather turns and it starts to rain, it's too hard to keep your windows open because you'll lose all the heat. So there are a couple of things that people can do, and I would say it also, especially if there are elderly folks in the home, one is obviously get vaccinated. The other is if anybody has symptoms to make sure they get tested to see if they have COVID. There's ways of getting home COVID tests, but we also in King County have multiple places to get tested, especially in South King County.